Unbirthday, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. For my sister Sabrina, we are not Matilda and Alice, but have moments of each. I forgive you for the time you tricked me into eating a fancy chocolate with a hairball inside. Sort of. A gentle note, dear reader. As you're probably already aware, this book is a work of nonsense. That being said, it behooves us to remind you that the Mad Hatter is a fictional character and doesn't conform to the strict rules of our own world. To wit, mercury is deadly poisonous. Hatters really were said to have gone mad in the 19th century because of exposure to mercury in their hat-making process. In effect, they suffered long-term mercury poisoning. You cannot eat the fish from many rivers and lakes of America even today because of the deadly mercury that lies in their muddy bottoms eternally, the result of toxic industrial pollution. In this book, the Hatter drinks mercury. You, dear reader, cannot. It will kill you. Alice, as you remember her. Chapter 1. Morning sunlight waved a cheery hello on the papered walls of an equally cheery bedroom. It had rained overnight, a proper rain, hard with big droplets, and the day came fresh, scrubbed, and eager. The air that drifted through the open window was chill and sharp and had a bit of a kick to it. A flock of little sparrows who had been nest mates barely a week earlier chirped excitedly back and forth in a way that would eventually result in either a sudden flight en masse or feathery fisticuffs. Even the hammer strikes of Mrs. Atterby's solid heels against the floor downstairs sounded springier and more energetic than usual. The girl lying so peacefully in her brass-framed bed, thick golden hair spread around her head and neck like the resplendent halo of an angel, was coaxed from sleep to wake at once by the abundance of all of these cheerful noises. Her eyes snapped open, the long lashes on her lids waving like wheat with the suddenness of the motion. Today, Alice declared, is a perfect day for an adventure. Alice is different from other 18-year-old ladies in Victorian Kexford, which is perfectly fine with her. She'd rather spend golden afternoons taking pictures with her trusty camera, chatting with her outrageous Aunt Vivian, or visiting the children in the square than receiving visitors or doing embroidery, thank you very much. She's also interested in learning more about the young lawyer she just met, but only because he's rather curious, not because he's rosy-cheeked and charming. But when Alice develops the latest photographs of her neighbors, strangely familiar faces appear instead, the Queen of Hearts, the Mad Hatter, even the Caterpillar. There's something quite off about them, even the Wonderland creatures. And in her self-portrait, Alice finds the most disturbing image of all, an imprisoned and injured dark-haired girl begging for Alice's help. Returning to the place of nonsense from her childhood, Alice finds herself on a mission to stop the Queen of Hearts' mad military march across Wonderland, and to find her place in both worlds. But will she be able to do so before the end of time? What if Wonderland was in peril and Alice was very, very late?